Hey guys, welcome to Master Page. In this video, let's understand about new features of latest TypeScript version. Before that, let's have a small introduction of JavaScript. JavaScript has become one of the most popular programming languages in use today. It is powerful, flexible, and easy to learn, but it still has issues like handling types, writing large and complex applications, code validation, and it is tough to use inline code analysis tools when using dynamic typing. So, without static types, it is hard to recommend JavaScript as a language for building large scale applications. But JavaScript is an extensible language with runtimes for many different applications. Hence, it is an attractive target for developers who don't want to write different versions of code for different environments. Microsoft has developed TypeScript as a strongly typed superset of JavaScript. We can also say that TypeScript is a strongly typed alternative to JavaScript because it is designed to build on JavaScript. So, this language is used for large scale development projects, managing hundreds and thousands of variables in your code, allowing inline code analysis and debugging tools to help you write code correctly. You can also add existing JavaScript code to a TypeScript application. It will run without needing any changes. Nearly 8 years ago, Microsoft released the first public build of TypeScript. Since then, it has been used on many large-scale web applications and in many apps running on the Electron cross-platform runtime. And now we got latest version of TypeScript, which is TypeScript 4.0 with a significant number of improvements and new features for making it easier to write complex applications for the web. It avoids breaking changes, so existing TypeScript applications can be transpiled with the new TypeScript tooling. All you need to do is upgrade using Nugget or NPM to use it in any development environment that supports TypeScript. If you are using Visual Studio Code, you automatically get support for the newest release in an upcoming update as it ships with the recent stable version. Although static typing remains a key innovation of TypeScript, TypeScript 4.0 is a big release adding support for new data types with a focus on tuples. One problem in earlier releases of TypeScript was working with array concatenations. If you wanted to ensure types were correct, you need to do a lot of work. TypeScript 4.0 makes things a lot easier as you no longer have to specify the types for each element in an array or tuple. Instead, you can use generics to define functions. This allows you to operate on the underlying arrays or tuples without knowing their types. Another new feature helps improve code readability, as TypeScript 4.0 adds support for labeling tuple elements. You need to label all the elements, and if they are not labeled, you will get an error. Labeled elements don't affect the underlying code TypeScript produces, but they do make it easier to document and to use in-editor tools to help find errors. They help you understand what is happening in arrays, making a set of labeled tuples look a lot more like a familiar parameter list. Improved TypeScript doesn't only improve your code, it only improves JavaScript support in the Visual Studio family of IDEs with new tools for refactoring your code in both languages. Integration with JS doc gives your editor tools when code is deprecated, showing what needs to be changed to be ready for the future releases. There are some breaking changes in TypeScript 4.0. You can no longer use properties to override accessors in your code base classes. In previous releases, you would only get an error if you did this under specific circumstances. Now, TypeScript treats this as an error in all the cases. There is a lot to like in TypeScript 4.0. It is an easy to upgrade from previous releases, and as it compiles to JavaScript, you don't need to make changes to your runtime targets. Improved support for complex arrays should allow you to build applications that work well with mixed data arrays, avoiding overloads and making your code a lot easier to read and understand. Having static types in tuples and arrays should reduce errors. But the real benefit of TypeScript 4.0 comes from simplifying what would have been complex code into a structure that makes it easier to find the complex issues and fix errors. Thank you. Happy coding.